Ben Affleck, Benny, I've got a great idea for a new DCEU movie. But first, I have a confession. I shagged J-Lo while you were with her. You what? She was shagging everyone behind your back. But she told me she loved me. Anyway, right? This is my idea. Batman v Superman, Dawn of the Dead. Starring you, Henry Cavill, directed by Zack Snyder. And what happens is, all the Marvel characters, I think would have to sign some contracts and do a big deal with Disney, are literally zombies. And Superman and Batman have to kill them. What do you think? You like it? Really? Can Matt Damon direct it? No. Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth, and fancy seeing you here, and you are very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in and listen to this. This is Snyder Cut related.
Forward it on and actually.
Let me see what I can do. Hold on one sec.
Okay, then.
I'm going to send you a letter. Because I'm pretty sure that when it does get released, it'll be as such. So, hold on.
Now, the interesting.
So that was posted on Red Capes, and I got it from Ping Pong Flicks. So it's basically, I'm not sure if it's an AT&T receptionist or a Warner Brothers Entertainment receptionist. One of the Snyder Cut fans has rung up. She was about to put him through to someone else, and she goes, I'm pretty sure when it's released. So what does that mean? What does it actually mean? Listen, that could absolutely mean nothing when it's released. She doesn't know. She doesn't know if it's going to get released or not, but she said, I'm pretty sure when it's released. So that will give people a lot of hope. But I'm one of these people who doesn't believe in false hope. False hope is a bad thing. Get excited a little bit. It's interesting, but it isn't a smoking gun. So she said, to repeat, pretty much I'm sure when it's released. Well, listen, does she know? Would they tell her? Is it common knowledge now that they are going to release it within AT&T and Warner Brothers? I don't know. You don't know. None of us know what the feck is going on. So I think we need to temper our expectations, but be a little bit excited, because it is exciting. Right, so yesterday a fan asked James Gunn if he's cast the whole of his Suicide Squad, and he replied merely yes. So I would expect many announcements, and then, these announcements are not going to come all at once. They're going to market this film properly, so they want to get people kind of excited in different separate occasions. So anyway, it's good news. What's interesting about this film, the hype behind it isn't going to be that big. You see, when James Gunn kind of starts working on Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's going to be like he's a rock star, and there's going to be so much attention. Of course, we're excited about it. Many DC fans are excited about it. I'm excited about it. But the hype's not there with the whole of the cinema-going audience. But we'll see what James Gunn is actually doing. So it's very interesting with the DCEU slate right now. What's going on with New Gods? What's going on with Green Lantern Corps? I've spoken about this before, but I'm going to reiterate my opinion that I believe that Ava DuVernay will not direct New Gods. And in fact, I think the whole project is under question, as is the Steven Spielberg one he was going to do about the pilot. There's some DC comic character who is a pilot in World War II or something. He was going to do that. Now, it's still listed as one of his to-do projects. I don't know what's going to happen there. But going back to New Gods, I have my doubts. And I think, a New Gods movie would be absolutely awesome. But DuVernay hasn't got a great record. She's been behind some projects. She's been successful on TV. I don't know much about her, but I know A Wrinkle in Time. I know she can be very problematic. She's already blocked me when I spoke about A Wrinkle in Time. So We're not mates or anything. I'm not a fan of hers. I don't think she's a unique director or anything. I don't think she's Patty Jenkins. I think she's a problem. And I think the best thing that can happen there is she's off the project. I believe she would be off the project. I think she should be off the project. She probably will be off the project. Who would be perfect for a New Gods movie? I wonder. Zack Snyder? Zack Snyder, won't he make an awesome New Gods project? We're going to have to see what happens with Zack Snyder in terms of the DCEU. If Walter Hamada wants to find a way to give him something, I think New Gods would be a really good thing for Zack to do, because I think it's not one of the big, bright superhero tentpoles. It's something that Zack could do, refer to the comic books. It will be playing to Zack's strengths, and it will get his fans very, very exciting. Now, what do we know with the Green Lantern Corps? This is a project I'm really excited about. Jeff Johns is still working on this project with his production company. It's his baby. But there's still not a director attached to this film. So it's very, very interesting what's going to happen. Sooner or later, they're going to have to give us a clue, because Jeff Johns isn't going to direct this baby. Now, David S. Goyer was originally going to direct this movie. I can absolutely not see that happening, and I was a bit kind of concerned about that, because David's a really good writer. He's a great storyteller. He's been involved with the comics as well before. He did a great job with Man of Steel and BVS, and obviously the Dark Knight trilogy with Christopher Nolan. So he's a very talented man. He also developed the Krypton TV series, which is awesome. So he's got some great things behind him. But directing a Green Lantern movie, no. It has to be someone. It has to be someone who knows what they're doing, that understands this universe. So I'll be very interested to see what happens with that. I just feel at the moment things have gone quiet on certain things that were announced while Jeff Johns was absolute. Let me start again. What Jeff Johns was doing, and the decisions that he made while he was running the DCEU. So he's not running the DCEU now. His role literally is to write this movie, get it ready for a director. I would think. I mean, how long has he been writing it now? For about a year or so, maybe a bit longer. So I think he's had a bit of time to write it. We're not talking about Matt Reeves, who needs about 5 years to write a film. Sorry, Matt. Take your time, actually. I can't wait to see what you come up with. That was a joke. I wasn't putting you down. So it's going to be very interesting. As I say, sooner or later, they're going to have to come up with a director for that movie. We still do not know what's going on with The Flash. We do not have any information. There's been situations where we thought he's out in terms of the lead actor. We know that him and a legendary comic book writer were writing a new script because there's kind of a situation there, isn't there? There's Ezra Miller is not happy at all with the state of the film right now. So in a kind of weird situation, he went off with Grant Morrison, legendary comic book writer Grant Morrison, to come up with a new script and a bit of a darker take. So apparently that's been finished. Warner Brothers have looked at it. I think we're going to hear some news really quickly. I do get this feeling there's going to be a lot of big DCEU news coming very, very soon. And I can't wait, because right now it's bubbling. It's bubbling under the surface, and you just know something's going to happen. We need to know the future of Superman. We need to know what's going on with The Flash. We need to know a great deal of things that are going on within this universe, because there's so much uncertainty right now. It's very problematic. We know what's coming. I'm excited about what's coming. So what happens from now onwards, I think, big announcement. Big announcements must happen. We must know what the heck is going on so we can move forward. You can't not know who's playing Batman, who's playing The Flash, who's playing Superman. This is a ridiculous situation. They have to come out. They have to be straight with us, so us, as the consumers, know what the heck is going on. So let me know what you think about what I discussed today? Are you looking forward to the Green Lantern Corps movie, the Flash movie? Do you want Ava DuVernay to still direct New Gods, or would you like Zack Snyder to take over that, or somebody else? It's very interesting times right now, and absolutely anything could happen.